Hello all and welcome to today's Sefer portion. Today we're going to be reading VAYIQRA or Leviticus 11 and 12. Chapter 11, And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe and to Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat among the beasts that are on the earth. Whatsoever parts the hoof, and is cloven-footed, and chews the cud among the beasts that shall ye eat. Nevertheless, all of Tavet shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as all of Tavet the camel, because he chews the cud, but divides not the hoof. He is unclean unto you. And skipping ahead here. And all of Tavet the coney, because he chews the cud, but does not divide the hoof, he is unclean to you. And all of Tavet the hare, because he chews the cud, but divides not the hoof, he is unclean to you. And all of Tavet the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he chews not the cud, he is unclean to you. Or of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch, they are unclean to you. These all of Tavet shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever has fin and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have all of Tavet their carcasses an abomination. Whatsoever has no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. And these all of Tavet are they which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls. They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. All of Tavet the eagle, and all of Tavet the ostrich, and all of Tavet the osprey, and all of Tavet the vulture, and all of Tavet the kite after his kind, and all of Tavet every raven after his kind, and all of Tavet the owl, and all of Tavet the nighthawk, and all of Tavet the cuckoo, and all of Tavet the hawk after his kind, and all of Tavet the little owl, and all of Tavet the cormorant, and all of Tavet the great owl, and all of Tavet the swan, and all of Tavet the pelican, and the all of Tavet's gear eagle, and the all of Tavet's stork, and the heron after her kind, and all of Tavet the lapwing, and all of Tavet the bat. All fowl that creep, going on all fours, shall be an abomination unto you. Yet these, all of Tavet, may ye eat of every flying creeping thing that goes upon all four, which have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth. All of Tavet, even these of them ye may eat. All of Tavet the locust after his kind, and all of Tavet the bold locust after his kind, and all of Tavet the beetle after his kind, and all of Tavet the grasshopper after his kind. But all other flying creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you. And for these ye shall be unclean. Whosoever touches the carcass of them shall be unclean until the evening. And whosoever bears aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until evening. The carcass of every beast which divides the hoof and is not cloven-footed nor chews the cud are unclean unto you. Everyone that touches them shall be unclean. And whatsoever goes upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all four, those are unclean unto you. Whoso touches their carcass shall be unclean until the evening, and he that bears all of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. They are unclean unto you. These also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth, the weasel, and the mouse, and the tortoise after his kind, and the ferret, and the chameleon, and the lizard, and the snail, and the mole. These are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever touches them when they be dead shall be unclean until the evening. And upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, does fall, it shall be unclean, whether it be any vessel of wood, or raiment, or skin, or sack, whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any works is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean until the evening, so it shall be cleansed. Every earthen vessel whereinto any of them falls, whatsoever it is then shall be unclean, and ye shall break it. Of all meat which may be eaten, that on which such water comes shall be unclean. And all drink that may be drunk in every such vessel shall be unclean, and everything whereupon any part of the carcass falls shall be unclean, whether it be oven or ranges for pots. They shall be broken down, for they are unclean, and shall be unclean to you. Nevertheless, a fountain or pit, wherein there is plenty of water, shall be clean. But that which touches the carcass shall be unclean, and if any part of their carcass fall upon any sowing seed which is to be sown, it shall be clean. But if any water be put upon the seed, and any part of their carcass fall thereon, it shall be unclean unto you. And if any beast of which ye may eat die, he that touches the carcass thereof shall be unclean until the evening, and he that eats of the carcass of it shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. He also that bears all of it, the carcass of it shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. And every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth shall be an abomination. It shall not be eaten. Whatsoever goes upon the belly, and whatsoever goes upon all four, or whatsoever has more feet among all creeping things that creep upon the earth, them ye shall not eat. For they are an abomination. Ye shall not make all of it yourselves abominable with any creeping thing that creeps, neither shall ye make yourselves unclean with them, that ye should be defiled thereby. For I am Yahuwah Elohim. Ye shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and ye shall be holy. For I am holy, neither shall ye defile all of it yourselves with any manner of creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. For I am Yahuwah, that brings you out of the land of the Mishraim, to be your Elohim. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. This is the Torah of the beasts, and of the fowl, and of every living creature that moves in the waters, and of every creature that creeps upon the earth, to make the difference between between the unclean and the clean, and between the beasts that may be eaten and the beasts that may not be eaten. Chapter 12. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a woman have conceived seed and born a man-child, then she shall be unclean 7 days, according to the days of the separation. For her infirmity shall she be unclean. And in the 8th day the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. And she shall then continue in the blood of her purifying 33 days. She shall touch no hallowed thing, nor come into the sanctuary until the days of your purifying be fulfilled. But if she bear a maid child, then she shall be unclean 2 weeks, as in her separation, and she shall continue in the blood of her purifying 66 days. And when the days of her purifying are fulfilled for a son or for a daughter, she shall bring a lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, and a young pigeon or a turtle dove for the sin offering, unto the door of the tabernacle of the assembly unto the priest, who shall offer it before Yahuwah, and make atonement for her. And she shall be cleansed from the issue of her blood. This is the Torah for her that has borne a male or female. And if she be not able to bring a lamb, then she shall bring 2 turtles or 2 young pigeons, the one for the burnt offering and the other for a sin offering. The priest shall make an atonement for her, and she shall be clean. Well, that's it for today's read. Until next time, I hope everybody has a great night and a fantastic tomorrow.